The Browns ultimately ignored all of that because the analytics were screaming Shedeur Sanders at pick number 144. Here's General Manager Andrew Berry on drafting Shedeur Sanders and the ever-present question in Cleveland: did ownership make you do it?
Oh, he's highly accurate, can play well from the pocket, very productive college career. And, we felt like it wasn't necessarily the plan going into the weekend to select two quarterbacks. But, as we talk about, we do believe in best player available. We do believe in positional value. And, we didn't necessarily expect him to be available in the fifth round.
We saw Jimmy right behind you guys. Were you encouraged by the owner to make this move?
Jimmy lets us do our jobs. Yeah, Jimmy lets us do our jobs.
Yeah, he lets us do our job while he hovers over our shoulders. Have you ever been in that setting? I have, when I was practicing law. And if the boss is right there while you're trying to do your job, it's a lot harder to do your job because you're not thinking, how will I best do the job based upon my abilities, my discretion, my ideas, my thoughts? I got to worry about whether or not what I do is making the boss go, or making the boss go,
Yeah.
So
right.
He was right there. What a horrible look that is. Hovering over the coach's shoulder as the coach is trying to act like he's enthusiastic about the pick. And Andrew Berry, my God, we got to play this again. I heard from so many people as this was happening, oh my God, did you see Andrew Berry's face after they made the pick? And, Matt Casey made a great point because we did a quick little video after Shedeur was drafted. And you mentioned John Elway a couple of minutes ago. I don't know whether he did this on purpose.
No.
It was the least enthusiastic clap since that Thursday night Broncos-Jets game in 2011 with Tim Tebow.
Right.
Here it is. Here
great.
it is. Late in the game, he rolls left. The Jets are closing in on him, but no, he cuts inside, and he scores the touchdown, and Tebow mania is in full throat, and they found their long-term quarterback, and John Elway's like, I'm stuck with this guy now.
He's like, what am I going to do? What
am I going to do now?
I got to keep dealing
This guy is not a quarterback.
Right.
He has no business wearing the uniform I once wore, and now I'm stuck with him.
How can I get out of this?
So,
Peyton Manning, where are you? You're the only one that can save me.
And he was happier. Elway was happier than Andrew Berry. It's a great contrast because Elway at least managed to come up with a little bit, just a little bit of a smile. Andrew Berry was, because I think at some level, and we interviewed, and I know Kevin Stefanski, and he somehow managed to thrive in this sea of dysfunction in Cleveland. Andrew Berry, great guy. We had him on set last year. I just think that there are forces in that team, in that organization, that make it impossible for those guys to do their job. At one point, after they drafted Dylan Gabriel, Stefanski made the comment, because asked about competition, he said, oh, hey, there's competition for every position on our team. This is the same guy that was not allowed to bench Deshaun Watson last year.
Yeah, right.
And was never going to say it. See,
right. That's
the problem. We all kind of know what's going on, but the people who are living it, you almost need them to, blink twice, let us know you're okay. It's just weird. It's just weird.
It is
Cleveland
weird.
Browns, weird. And it's not Stefanski's fault or Berry's fault. It's above them.
Yeah, that's right. You don't know if it's the owner or they just have to follow the analytics, period. Do they just have to follow the analytical board? Either way, it's fair to say this, reading that and reading into that, are they thrilled about that pick? No, I don't. It doesn't look like it. It certainly doesn't. It doesn't look like they're thrilled at the press conference when they're talking. It looks like Kevin Stefanski's cheeks are red and he's boiling inside going, I can't believe I've got to deal with this. That's almost what it seems like he's doing. That's what it feels like. I can't believe I got to sit here and act like this is normal. Right. What the hell? So, yes. And this is a team that, again, has enough to deal with at the quarterback situation. They got some talent, and they're trying to kind of rebuild on the run to where you go, yeah, they're kind of in this weird phase of, finding a new quarterback of the future and retooling some parts of their team. But you also look at it and go, there's some parts of their team that I really like. They could be a competitive pain in the butt this year. But this situation right here makes you pump the brakes a little bit because you just wonder, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen with the quarterback situation, and is it going to affect their whole football team? And again, we don't even know when Deshaun Watson, when he just starts to say, I'm healthy and I want to come back and be a part of the roster, that can be a thing too. It's not like he's definitely not going to be there this year. So that's going to be.
He won't be there this year. He won't be there this year.
Okay.
He will not play this year.
Okay.
Put it down. He will not play because they're going to get like $50 million in insurance if he doesn't play. He tore the Achilles again last December. I guarantee you he will be on the PUP list all year long. He will not play.
Okay. All right, cool. That's good to hear.
That gets it down to 4.
Because, all right, that down to 4. Either way, that'll start being questions. And my big thing here is just, are they the right team to want to do this and handle this? Back to the human element. The team that I really thought, or teams that I thought might take a chance on Shedeur as we got down in the draft, were teams that you had explained before a little bit. Got to be a coach that's real comfortable with himself and his job status and all of that. I kept really thinking when we got late into the 4th, 5th round, I thought it was going to be a team like the Baltimore Ravens that were going to go, yeah, we're the Ravens. We're awesome. We got Lamar Jackson. You're not starting over him. Nobody's going to be asking questions about when you'll be playing or doing anything like that. It'd be good for Shedeur to be there behind Lamar and that whole group there and see how they operate. John Harbaugh, is not going to be intimidated by any comments Deion makes across the country every now and then. So that's where I kind of thought it might be a place like that with like a superstar quarterback, a good coach where they could just go, hey, we'll take him. We can handle it. Nobody's going to be asking him to start over our superstar. I thought maybe that might happen, Mike.
Well, now, here's the reality, though.
Yeah.
If you're Shedeur Sanders and you have your choice between the Browns and the Ravens, who you picking?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
No,
hear me out. Hear me out for a second. Right. Because you're right. I understand the path to clear starter might be better in Cleveland, but the path to clear disaster might be better in Cleveland as well. I think you got to take that into account. Oh, yeah, you could be the starter. You can be here the starter and look like crap and then never be a starter again. You sure? Okay, I don't know. That's what it goes. Yes, Baltimore, you might not get to play. Okay, but when you do get to play, you're going to go, wait, these coaches are good. My team's good. They're going to know how to make me look good. They're going to put me in a position to get a little confidence and go from there. So I know what you're saying, Mike. It's a good conversation. I'm just, that's why I did like it, like a team like that for him.
I think your take is accurate, but I'm trying to project it from his perspective.
Yeah, I hear you there.
If somebody comes to me on Saturday and says, hey, you know what? The Ravens are thinking about taking you in round 4. I'm saying, hey, Dad, can you Harbaugh, can you get him on the phone, back him off here? And, I wouldn't want to, if I'm Shedeur Sanders, in his current mindset, I want to go to the place where I can play because I fully believe when I get a chance to play, I'm going to play well. He told us at the scouting combine, I can go to one of these bad teams and turn them around. I turned around Jackson State. I turned around Colorado. I'll turn around Cleveland. He's not coming off that. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.